in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Razorbacks offense will get first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Platt. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put backs going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back, looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs to.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game, and needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strong.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Fighting Illini, undeterred by the break, will go for it here on fourth down to start things back up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the... got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Let's go. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Platt.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Dropping back, it's Rivers. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Going with the ground game left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They just keep firing. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Brown. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Inside the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Got his man quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Illini.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Rivers. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Oh, there's an alley on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Soft spot in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Gage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. He's got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Razorbacks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Makes the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Second down coming up. On the ground, it's Russell. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Rivers. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. He'll take it himself. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Got it back on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And that's a killer, because I'm okay running the same play back-to-back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you've backed up, this makes this decision a lot harder.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now in this This offense needs to get some points.
A really good job by the wide receiver understanding I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Wheaton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
Spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.